Joe Kristufek joining you from historic Hawthorne Racecourse, where I applied my trade back in the 90s. A lot of fond memories here. And for this edition of Night School, we're going to talk all about winter racing, the challenges the tracks like Hawthorne face during the winter months, and talk about some of the meets where horses migrate to warmer temperatures. Now, we've only got a couple of weeks of Night School left. If you've enjoyed Night School, if you've learned something from Night School, if you have suggestions for future topics, please send us an email to horseplayernow@aol.com. We want to hear from you. Your kind words and your suggestions can definitely do us well into the future. So if you get a chance, please drop us a note. Once again, it's horseplayernow@aol.com. Now, 1 week from now, I'll be in Tucson, Arizona for the University of Arizona Racetrack Industry Program's Symposium on Racing and Gaming. I'm looking very forward to that. You should have the transcripts and some videos that you'll be able to view on the U of A website upon completion. Now, as I mentioned, this week's topic is all about winter racing, and in thoroughbred action, there's really two kinds of winter racing. There's the cold weather winter racing at places like Aqueduct, Hawthorne, Turfway Park, where the weather definitely becomes a challenge. You have snow, you have rain, you have sleet, you have freezing racetracks, frozen conditions, sometimes clods in the racetrack because the track will ball up. There are a lot of challenges that those kinds of racetracks face. The poly track at Turfway, is it different in the winter than it is during warmer conditions? At Hawthorne Racecourse, how do they maintain the racetrack during winter conditions? What kind of horses race at these cold weather facilities during the winter? You're going to see a lot of claiming races. You're going to have more of a difficult handicapping challenge in some of these races as well. At Aqueduct during the winter, inside speed can be very good. So you want to pay attention to track biases. You want to pay attention to track conditions and how they affect the racing from day to day, because they can help you on that given day at cold weather facilities, and they can help you down the road as well. Now, there's a second kind of winter racing too. There is the winter racing where all of the good horses migrate from the north down to the south to places like Gulfstream Park, Fairgrounds in New Orleans, Santa Anita, obviously in Southern California. They continue their racing, whether it's spring, summer, winter, or fall. Conditions pretty much remain the same, so not a lot of changes at a place like Santa Anita. But you also have Tampa Bay Downs, which has really grown in their prestige and in their quality of racing over the course of the last few years. So it's a really exciting time of year in the winter at those kind of facilities, because you've got the 2-year-olds turning 3, you've got the road to the Triple Crown that's going to begin as early as January. So you want to scout those young horses, see which horses are going to progress through the winter months and into the spring and eventually turn their careers into stakes caliber careers. A lot of fun scouting the really good horses at the really good racetracks in the winter months. That's an early look at some of the things we're going to talk about during Night School during the course of the next hour and a half. Thank you and enjoy.
This is Jim Miller from Hawthorne Racecourse, and welcome to Night School.